In the 2024 presidential election, a rematch for the ages is set. Joe Biden, the incumbent Democrat, faces off against his predecessor, Republican Donald Trump. The stakes couldn't be higher. This election is not just about policy differences, it's about the very soul of America. Biden, the oldest president in American history, is running on his record, touting his handling of the economy and the COVID-19 pandemic. Trump, on the other hand, is running on a platform of grievance and revenge. He is still claiming that the 2020 election was stolen from him, despite overwhelming evidence to the contrary. His rallies are filled with the same fiery rhetoric and baseless accusations that characterized his first term. The 2024 election is shaping up to be a referendum on the direction of the country. Will America choose unity or division, hope or fear? The answer to these questions will have profound consequences, not just for America, but for the entire world. The 2024 election sees familiar faces on the campaign trail, but the battle lines have shifted. Both Biden and Trump are recalibrating their strategies, tailoring their messages to appeal to a wider range of voters. Biden is emphasizing his commitment to economic fairness, job creation, and investing in forgotten communities. Trump is doubling down on his base strategy, appealing to his loyal supporters with his signature brand of populism and nationalism. The battleground states remain largely the same: Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, Arizona, Georgia. This election will be won or lost on the margins, with every vote carrying immense weight. Biden has framed his re-election bid as a battle for the soul of America. He argues that Trump and his allies represent an existential threat to American democracy, citing the January 6th insurrection as evidence. Central to Biden's campaign is a focus on policy achievements. He highlights his administration's successes in passing a historic infrastructure bill, expanding access to health care, and combating climate change. However, Biden faces significant headwinds. The economy, while showing signs of improvement, is still struggling with inflation and supply chain issues. Biden's age is also a concern for some voters. Biden insists that he is in good health and has the stamina and experience to lead the country. The economy is always a key factor in presidential elections, and 2024 is no exception. Both Biden and Trump are focusing heavily on economic issues, each offering their own vision for how to address the challenges facing the country. Biden is running on his record, pointing to the job growth and economic recovery that has occurred under his watch. Trump is hammering Biden on inflation, which has been a major concern for voters. He blames Biden's policies for rising prices and argues that his own economic policies would lead to stronger growth and lower inflation. The candidate who can best connect with voters on these issues will be well positioned to win the election. Trump doubling down on America First. Donald Trump's 2024 campaign is a continuation of his 2016 populist message, with America First remaining his rallying cry. His message resonates with those who believe that America has lost its way and needs a strong leader to restore its former glory. Trump's campaign rallies are a spectacle of their own, drawing massive crowds of fervent supporters. Immigration remains a central theme of Trump's campaign. He is promising to build on the policies he implemented during his first term, such as the border wall and the travel ban. Trump's foreign policy is also guided by his America First philosophy. He prefers bilateral agreements and transactional diplomacy, often using tariffs and other economic levers to pressure other countries. His approach to foreign policy has been criticized as unpredictable and isolationist, but it resonates with his supporters. The global stage, a world watching closely. The 2024 U.S. presidential election is being closely watched by the international community. The outcome of the election will have significant implications for global affairs, from trade and climate change to human rights and security. Biden has pledged to restore America's global leadership and to repair the damage done to its alliances during the Trump years. His approach to foreign policy is rooted in multilateralism and diplomacy, a stark contrast to Trump's America First approach. Trump, on the other hand, has criticized Biden's foreign policy as weak and ineffective. He argues that Biden has ceded ground to China and other adversaries. The world is watching closely to see how the election will impact key global issues. The stakes are high, and the world is waiting to see what the future holds for America and its role in the world. The power of the youth vote. The youth vote is poised to play a pivotal role in the 2024 election. Both Biden and Trump are acutely aware of the power of the youth vote and are tailoring their messages to appeal to this crucial demographic. Biden is emphasizing his commitment to tackling climate change, addressing student loan debt, and promoting social justice. Trump is attempting to appeal to young voters by focusing on economic issues and cultural anxieties. The youth vote will be a force to be reckoned with in the 2024 election. Swing states, where the election will be decided. The outcome of the 2024 contest hinges on a handful of swing states. These battleground states hold the key to victory for either Biden or Trump. Both campaigns are pouring resources into these states, hoping to sway undecided voters. Pennsylvania, with its mix of urban, suburban, and rural voters, remains a top prize. Michigan and Wisconsin, Rust Belt states that were once considered Democratic strongholds, are also in play. In the Sun Belt, Arizona and Georgia have emerged as key battlegrounds. The outcome in these swing states will likely determine the winner of the 2024 election. The battle for these states will be fierce and unpredictable, and the outcome will have profound consequences for the future of the country. The unpredictable October surprises and beyond. The 2024 election cycle is likely to be marked by unexpected events and last-minute surprises that could upend the race. The ongoing COVID-19 pandemic remains a wild card. A resurgence of the virus could dampen voter turnout or raise concerns about the incumbent's handling of the crisis. Conversely, a successful vaccine rollout and a return to normalcy could boost Biden's chances. The economy is another unpredictable factor. While current indicators suggest a slow but steady recovery, unforeseen events could quickly erode voter confidence. Foreign policy crises also have the potential to reshape the race. Both campaigns will use every tool at their disposal to define their opponent, frame the issues, and mobilize their base. Social media, traditional media, and even entertainment will become battlegrounds for hearts and minds. Election night and its aftermath. Election night 2024 promises to be a nail-biting affair, with the outcome potentially hanging in the balance for days or even weeks. The aftermath of the election, regardless of the winner, is likely to be fraught with tension and uncertainty. Both Biden and Trump have fiercely loyal bases, and the losing side will be deeply disappointed, if not outraged. The potential for protests, legal challenges, and even violence cannot be discounted. If Biden wins re-election, he will face the daunting task of uniting a deeply divided country. A Trump victory would represent a seismic shift in American politics. The 2024 election will be a pivotal moment in American history, and its consequences will be felt for years to come. The future of American politics beyond 2024. The 2024 presidential election will undoubtedly leave its mark on American politics, but it will not be the final word. The forces that have shaped this election will continue to influence the country's political landscape for years to come. One key question is whether the Republican Party will move beyond Trumpism or whether his brand of populist nationalism will continue to hold sway. The Democratic Party also faces its own internal divisions, particularly between its progressive and moderate wings. Beyond the two major parties, the 2024 election could also see the emergence of third-party or independent candidates. The media landscape, particularly the proliferation of social media, will continue to play a significant role in shaping political discourse. The future of American politics will be shaped by how the country addresses these challenges and whether it can find a way to bridge its divisions and forge a more perfect union.